Okay, hey there, everybody. If you can hear me, please let me know. My microphone is not recording properly. Uh, it says that it's running in system, but it doesn't say it's running in StreamYard. So just do a quick chat in case you guys can't hear me. All right. Oh, good. All right, so I do apologize in advance if the camera goes out. I've had it crash on me a couple of times while getting set up. It does start right back up. I think it has to do with the fact this computer is not in that great a condition. I mean, it's an older one. So I did kind of start with a selvage here, and after a couple passes, I've got the pattern down, so we should start going here. It's a fairly simple pattern. We go under, over one, under, over two, under, over three. We go under three and over the last four on the top. And then we go down here, except for the last one, which goes over the lower layer on the loop. And then we do it again. Under, over one, under, over two, under. Instead of going over three, the third one, we go over actually four here. And then under the last three here. Top one passes through to the top on the left. Then we just do the same thing on the left-hand side. So we go under one, over one, under over two, under over three, go under the next three, over the last four on the top, do the last one on the bottom, which passes through over to the bottom on the right. And for those of you who have been trying to use the link for the Takadraft program, where to get it. Apparently, they changed the link a while back, and I wasn't aware of that. Gwen found that out today, and so I've updated it in the description. So same thing on the left again for the second move. We go under one, under two, over two, under three, and then actually go over four on the top all together, under three on the bottom. Top one passes through, over to the top on the right. And then we keep doing this over and over until we're done. Like I said, it's a fairly simple pattern to go, and I will probably not be counting off all that often. We'll just kind of work our way through it. I think I'm going to roll this a little bit more. That's more about where the braiding angle should be. Let me catch up the chat real quick here. Hey, Gwen. Good to see you on. Thank you again for sending me the email. Audio is okay. That's good to know. Hey, Chris Collins. Good to see you on there. Gwen saying hi to Chris. I hope the fan noise isn't too loud. And because this computer is so underpowered, I'm not going to try and monitor any of my usual Twitter or Rumble directly. They all should get feed chats into StreamYard, so I'm trying to keep it as a minimum. Though the way it's going, I think I'm going to try streaming with my laptop, which I can only do one camera, but I am, only doing one camera at the moment. So I'll try it with that one, see if it's a little bit better. All right, so under an one, under over two, under over three, under three, and over four. And looks like some of these need a bit more unroll. I did just get it set up so they aren't really rolled out to a working length yet. Should improve after a couple of passes through as I get used to it. Looks like one of these got pinched in between. There we go. That looks better now. Didn't have any problem setting it up. As I mentioned, I'm not entirely happy with here. I wanted it to be a little more across, but I had already half set it up trying to do one thing. And then when I decided I'd do the 1-1 twill for the selvage start, it looks mostly okay, and I'm happy with it. I'm not going to try and change it, but it's not exactly what I was shooting for, and I would need to, like, take everything apart and start over again to get it the other way. But at least now I know that I've got the idea. The next one I do, I can easily set it up to where it looks a little better on the startup. All right, and okay, so take the bottom one here, down to the bottom on the left. Yep, find the right spot for that. Yep, there we go. And under, over, under the third, over 4, and under 3. The way this goes, there's a bunch that don't always pull up every move, so when it's their turn, I become aware of them. All right, and top one here passes over to the top on the left. And I see a couple here that definitely need more unroll. And I do apologize for the yellow tint. I didn't actually bring any lighting with me because I didn't think I would need to. But apparently I need a little bit wider lighting. I might come up with something. We'll have to see how it goes. So under, over, under 3, over 4, leave the left and bottom. Some more unrolling here. After about 3 or 4 full passes through, it shouldn't be a problem, and I'll have a better idea of how far things need to be unrolled to not hit the rails. But I'm happy with how the silk is behaving. I spent a little bit of time before the stream untangling some of it from moving around. And on these ones, I don't have to drop them quite as far as I do with the pickup braids because I'm not really changing top to bottom, so they don't have to necessarily be long enough to hang over the outer rail if they're not already at that level, which makes it a little easier to handle this. All right, second move, we go. Sure. No, I didn't actually finish that one. Let's see. Yep, sorry. Under, over, under, under 3, over 4. There we go. That one goes here. It's been almost a year since I did this braid pattern last. At least it's easy to pick up. So over, under, under the third one, over 4, under 3, and top one passes through to the top on the right. So I'm probably only going to stream for about an hour. I've been kind of tired today. They prescribed a new medicine to keep me awake that doesn't interfere with my migraine medicine right before I left for vacation. So we're going to see how well I adapt to it, but it seems to be working out so well so far. I was falling asleep a little early, so I'm taking it a little later in the day, since it's a little easier for me to stay awake in the morning than in the evenings. All right, and let's see. Glenn says, I can't hear you. Your fan, my fan is too loud. I am sorry that your fan is loud. And Glenn says, you're welcome. All right. I'm assuming that was into the pointing out that I had the wrong link for the Takadraft program. All right, so I'll do a couple real quick here. So over, under, over, under 3, over 4. Yeah. And on this one, I just kind of get in the habit of each time I drop one down, I unroll it just a little bit more. And there we go. Over, under 3, over 4, under 3, and top one passes down. But I should be able to get enough done on this stream that you'll be able to see the pattern. Over, under 3, over 4, pass the bottom one through. And I pass the layer, the one through on the lower layer when I do over the top, and over the top and vice versa. So as you can see, under, over, under 3, over 4. Now I'm going under the last 3, so the top one is passed through. That's another way to like check yourself. As we all know, I am very fond of checksums. All right. This is going to be a relatively thin braid. I think next time I do something like this, instead of doing 12 strands for Tama, I'll do like maybe 20, 24, something like that. All right. And actually, I say it's probably time for a Koma's guide. Since this has fewer strands, it's much easier to keep a consistent point of braiding. Also much easier to really move it around a lot if you're not careful. All right, so get under, over, over, under 3, over 4. That's the bottom one through, the bottom one. And over, under 3, over 4, and under 3. Top one passes through over to here. And over, under, over, 3, over 4. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I do have the sound should keep going, but like I said, the camera is probably going to cut out several times, and it's just due to the fact that I think the computer it's plugged into is overloaded. So over, under 3, over 4, and under 3. So I'm just going to try and keep checking regularly and then restart it. So here we go. Starting to get some of the 3-3-12 pattern going there. Over, under, over, under 3, over 4. I do have a short that I'm going to upload relatively soon where I did a little bit of video on the setup because it was kind of windy when I was doing it. And I thought it was a bit amusing, so I did like about 30 seconds of video. But at least I'd have something to upload if I was having problems streaming. But and like I said, I really don't have to count on this one. So I'm going to try and keep the conversation up a little bit more. See how well that goes. And I will not be streaming all of this because I'm going to try and get this braid done as quickly as I can. But I will try and stream at least a couple of times a week while I'm out here. Try and keep up like my normal schedule. I'm also going to try and get some design work done on Kurt's braid while I'm out here, so it's ready to go when I get home. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And one more pass on all 4 real quick, and then I'll keep up with chat. One. Oops, looks like I had one jump. Let's see where that one jumped from. Yep, okay. 1, 2, over 4, over 3. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Also, after my over-unders, it's always Wait, leaking wrong. Oh yeah, the top is always 4s, and the bottom is always 3s. So 1, 2, under 3. So you have 4 on the top and under 3 on the bottom. Yep. All right, let me catch up with chat. And hey, Kathleen, nice to see you on. Welcome, welcome. I can hear you, just can't see you. Yep, I've been having problems with the camera on this computer. Gwen saying hi to Kathleen, and Kathleen saying hi to Gwen. It's a bit warm here in Mechanicsburg. I am sorry to hear that. We're probably about 5 degrees cooler than you, plus rain just came through there a little while ago. Now that I'm west of you instead of east, Kathleen says, sounds good. And you heading for Penzic? I'm actually at Penzic right now. The advantage of working on staff means that for my particular job, I'm not here a week early. 1, 2, and 3, 3, 4. But that also means I work about 60 hours a week being out here. And actually, we're in the place I work right now. And 1, 2, and under 3, over 4, under 3. Not really going to talk about it because I'm not an official spokesperson for the event, so I don't want to say something that's not really appropriate, part of the event planning. So I'm just happy I worked here, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Mrs. Torn works here as well, and she enjoys what she does for this. So if I can keep her happy by working with her, I'm happy to do that. We've already got about 1/3 of an inch done, which is pretty good for 17 minutes. I should definitely be speeding up as we go along. So I've had a few slowdowns here. And 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I've been kind of like, relearning the mnemonics that we do the braid. I've been going along here. 1, 2, 4, under 3. And 2, 3, under 3, over 4. So, how have things been going for the rest of you folks? 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. I did didn't catch it live, but I did watch this last weekend's Lego Law Life and Libations podcast. It was fun listening to it. It's always nice when you get brought up as you forgot about this person. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Wendy apparently forgot that I'm their, I think their longest stream combined. So they were saying 15 hours, and if I remember right, it was like 11 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. That one, I think it was like, almost 6 hours, and like a little over 5 and a half. And Andrea Burkhart is on again this upcoming Saturday night. I am definitely going to try and catch that one live. And if I understand right, she's actually going to be doing the same set I did. So it's going to be interesting to see if she has a really long one or if she is much better at Lego than I am, which I admit is not hard to do, given that I've only done like 2 sets so far. And one of them wasn't even really Lego. So. But I think I've I'm about halfway through the pattern already. Not halfway, but probably close to a rotation around. Because it has to rotate through twice to switch over once to get back to our starting position. But it's looking really good. Let's see. And Kathleen says, Mad Mike posted a picture of his kids in chainmail. It was priceless. I will have to stop by and say hi to him. Will he know you under Kathleen, or do you have a different SCA name that he would recognize you by? Kathleen says, okay. And Gwen says, oh, I bet they're cute. Kathleen, yep, I'm sure they are. And Kathleen, I'd love to get out there some year. And Chris Collins, which book is this from? It's actually from several books. You can get it in the Makiko Tada books. And let's move this over here real quick. You can also get it in Rodrick Owen's Making Kumihimo, his Taka-Dai book, which I believe you can get from Braidershand. Making Kumihimo Japanese Interlaced Braids. I did get it signed. And I'm not going to show a whole bunch out of here, but real quick, just to show you the different color combinations you can get for this particular pattern. Always wants to skip that page. So this is 2-color, 2-color, 3-color, and 4-color. So you can change it up a bit, not be this exact thing. But yeah, it's this 1, 2, 3, 4 are the moves. Show you at the front the different braids he's got. Oh, before I do that real quick, I have also done this one in red and black silk before. That's one that takes like about half an hour per inch if you get up to speed on it. Oh, they're at the back of the book. This book also teaches you how to pick up braids. This is like the library of different moves you can do. There we go. These are the different braids the book will teach you how to do. And I believe it is the second Makiko Takadai book, which is the 4th one overall. And that's where she does double layer braids. So, good here. All right. Kathleen says, Gwen, I'm just hoping the big one helps keep a handle on the little one. Yep. Hey, Maylee, nice to see you on. Welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. Gwen says, hey, Maylee. Maylee, hey, Gwen, how are you? They know me as Kathleen. I will definitely say hi to them for you. And Gwen says, I'm doing okay, all things considered. And when Kathleen says, mostly from Facebook. Maylee says, pretty cool book. Yes, it is. It is, however, out of print. And like I said, I think about the only place you can get it from right now is Braidershand. So 1, 2, 3, and under 3, over 4. I do much better now that I leave a gapped one to not have it slide down in between the coma blocks for like an extra 1 or 2, so that it'll not snag up as much. Makes it much faster to go through and spending less time pulling the blocks apart. But I think once I get a chance to make blocks with magnets in them between them to kind of hold the blocks together, I might be able to skip doing that in the long run. Reposition these real quick. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, or under 3, over 4. Yep. I think I might move these up just a little bit, give a little more separation between fingers, between threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3. Yep. right, so if I'm doing that, let's just go ahead and do a Coma slide right now. And go. We should start seeing the full Kikko pattern pretty soon. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is feeling a little more comfortable. The further forward they are, the more comfortable it is to, or easier it is to get your fingers in between. Though I should probably, for something like this, should switch to 6-pin Koma. I just don't have any right now. But I will be making some soon. And 1, 2, 3, over 4, under 3. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, 4. Yep. But yeah, this is one of my more favorite meditative braids to do. I really like how the pattern turns out, and once I get going, I can listen to an audiobook, or if I'm not streaming, obviously, just kind of go along with the flow and enjoy the braiding. Make it a very zen-like experience. So I'm going to go ahead and start trying to speed up a little bit here, so you guys can see how fast you can actually do these braids once you're comfortable with them. So you don't have to spend like the months I do on some of the pickup braids. Maybe make it a little more appealing to get started on it, for those of you who would like to do that. Yep, over 4, under 3. And even though it's not that warm out this evening, I don't want to turn on the AC in the trailer I'm in, because it would really overpower the microphone and you would not be able to hear a single word I'm saying. So, let's see, this is Wednesday. I might stream again Thursday night. I'll have to talk to Mrs. Torrens, see what she wants to do. Let's see. Yeah. Just making sure I know where I am in the pattern. I'll distract me slightly. Yeah. It also helps that the in the 4-color pattern, while I'm occasionally like black here and green here, and they swap sides, it keeps the same. Like the green's going to be opposite the blue, the black, and the rest of these it's like white, yellow, and the rest of the white, then yellow and white. So it helps me keep my symmetry going, so I know where I am in the pattern. So. And, yep, we're ready to start again. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2. Also, if you tend to braid relatively quickly with this type of pattern, while they do occasionally twist around each other, the tama don't do it as much. As I say that right as I run into a twisty here, let's just go ahead and give us a little bit of assistance in getting untwisted. And I went too far and wrapped around the wrong way. All right. Almost there. And there we go. And yep. It's up there. 5 and 5. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, 4. And catch up with chat in just a second here. 1, 2, under 3, 4, under 3. If anybody has any questions on this, please feel free to ask. There we go. Yep, we are definitely getting the pattern there. And let me catch here. All right. Kikko book. Wendy H. Oh, exciting, a new one, yep. Hello, lovelies. Hey there, Wendy. From Gwen. Wendy says, hey, Gwen. And Melly says, hey, Wendy H. And hey, Melly. All right. So it looks, at least it looks like the camera hasn't crashed yet. Again. All right. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. As they say, check something's good. 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling comfortable with this. You guys still want the wide angle view, or would you like to get up to closer to see the actual pattern? I'm happy to do that. I also feel like a bit of an idiot because I finally realized why I was having so much problem focus on this camera. The lens assembly is loose, so when I move stuff around, the whole lens like wobbles around until I figured, hey, I could put in some like little paper shims to keep the lens from moving around, so I can adjust it much easier now, and it doesn't. I don't have to like overshoot so much getting the colors or getting the level focus level set. And there we go. Oops. Okay. It seems. Okay, yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. And 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. Yep. And as the event goes on, I might go ahead and do this from camp. And I might even live stream from camp, so you guys can possibly see the ger or yurt that we camp in. Don't know if I'll do a tour, but 1, 2, do the third, over 4, under 3. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, 4. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, and under 3. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and come ahead. No, let me catch up with the thing here. And Wendy says, I like this view. And Gwen says, please hit that like button, check your subscriptions, and share this lovely art with everyone. Thank you very much, Gwen. This braid is smaller than the last one. Yeah, it only has 52 strands on it rather than 84 or 100. The strands themselves are the same size. And Wendy says, thanks, Gwen. And Kathleen says, sun is going down through the clouds and it's getting cooler. That sounds like it's a good thing. And Gwen says, you're welcome. And Janask, I hope that's right. Love these colors. I don't recognize the names. If you've been on and I've talked to you before, I apologize for that. I am lousy with names. But if you haven't chatted live before, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We're all about sharing the knowledge here. The only potential downside of being this far forward is that there's a little bit of a, I should say, a parallax error. So yeah, I don't want to go quite so far forward. I think for the next one, I'll wait till I pass over a few before I do that again. It'll only take us a couple to get back to where we were. Again, this is a fast moving braid. 1, 2, 3. And again, this braid is going to be donated to Ian Rumpel to use as a for auctioning off for the Stollery Children's Hospital that he helps with the charity drive for every year. I believe the charity drive itself that he's part of his Second Life, and his chosen recipient is the Stollery Children's Hospital in which is in Edmonton. One, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Good. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. I've had a bit of fun since I've been out here. Got to do some troubleshooting and designing parts, which is always a fun thing for me. Assuming they're not overly complex and make me very frustrated, which these were not. And got me a chance to like save money for the event, so that's also good. Go and 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And so I'm not like, stopping every move cycle because they run so fast. I apologize if I don't stop as often as you're used to. I will try and do it regularly, and I am glancing over every so often just in case the camera decides that it's going to go down again. At least with the having a separate microphone, that means that when it does go down, at least you guys can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. But yeah, I've got over an inch now, and we've been just a little over half an hour in, so we're making good progress on this. This should be about 5 feet long when I'm done. 2, 3, 4, under 3. I went ahead and measured out 8 feet of thread when I started out. Since it loses usually a ballpark of about 40%, I think it should be right around 5 feet when I'm done. 1, 2, 3, 3, over 4. And not quite completely through the pattern here, or one iteration. 2, 3, 4, under 3. Let's see, I'm not sure if you can see it, but we've got a black edge coming in here. Then we have a white and yellow here. We've got a green one here. Then we'll have a white and yellow, and then we're back to black again. That's when the pattern actually resets. Looks like that'll be somewhere around 1.5 to 2 inches long. That's between the two. All right, so 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Again, I am probably only going to be streaming for about an hour tonight. Make sure to get a good night's sleep. 2, 4, 3. Want to be able to get a good feel on how well this new wake-up medicine works with me, so that there we go. So I know how well it does, and I can report back to the doctor, and we can do any tweaks necessary. Apparently, if you don't have any insurance, the retail on this medicine is $27 a pill. Fortunately, I found a manufacturer's coupon for it that at least till the end of the year will keep it down to like $9 a month for the prescription, which is well in the affordable range for me. 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 3 over 4. Yeah. Let's see what law stuff I've been watching. I haven't really watched a lot since I started packing up, heading out here for the 3 weeks. I did see that they had the Karen Reed scheduling conference, which did not last very long. She even commented on that, if I remember right, which is like normal there. And tentatively, the next trial will start January 27th. So I wouldn't rely on my memory. I'd say check that out yourself. Hopefully, they won't wind up having to do that. Because from the evidence I saw in that trial, I'm pretty convinced that she's not only like not provably guilty, but probably straight out innocent. I did see that 3 of the troopers who were in the text interchanges between Proctor and other people are now being investigated by internal affairs, which makes sense when somebody is that far out of line and unprofessional. You really need to report that up the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I said, I did catch the Lego Law stream, which was nice. 1, 2, 3 over 4, and 3. And in the state I'm in, magisterial district judges, which are at the lowest level judicial system where I'm at, are indeed elected for 6-year terms. I was actually considering running for that. You do not have to be a lawyer. This is from the Lego Law stream where they were talking about it. You do not have to be a lawyer, but you do have to attend an 8-week, 40-hour week, 4-week, 40-hour week course to and then pass it to go over the area of laws you will be covering, which is actually a small subset. And that is the only judge position in Pennsylvania that does not require one to be a barred attorney to run for the position. 2, 3, 4. And also, I believe the magisterial district judge is one of either 2 or 3 positions in Pennsylvania elections that can cross-file with both parties. Theoretically, they're a nonpartisan position. They aren't always nonpartisan, especially in elections, but they are once able to cross-file. The others are school board members. 1, 2. And while the constables are not able to cross-file, what you can do is you can run for the position, and I think you can do this with a lot of the other positions too if you really wanted to. You can 2, 3. You can file under your party and have somebody do a write-in on the other party, and that way you wind up you haven't actually filed cross-filed, but you still wind up on both ballots for both parties. 2, 3, 4, 3. And I realize I am probably waiting too long to catch up on the chat. Here. As you can see, that's looking pretty good. All right. And let's see. I think this is where we left off. Oh, yep. Did that one already. There we go. That was Anne. That was the last one there. And next is Wendy. Hi, Anne. And Wendy says, lucky Kathleen. Gwen says, the link to the hospital site is in the description. Thank you very much for pointing that out, Gwen. Yeah, people can check it out there. And Gwen says, I believe you're right about the trial being set for January 27th next year. I do tend to have a pretty good memory for numbers, but it doesn't always work. Daily dysfunction. Ooh, another project. Yes. This is a Kikko Gumi, which basically is tortoiseshell pattern. It's a 3/3 twill mostly. And it's a fairly fast running braid. It only has 52 tama in it. Gwen's saying hello to Daily Dysfunction. And Daily says hello to Gwen. And Kathleen says, sounds interesting, Torrin. Thank you very much, Kathleen. All righty. And 1, 2, 3, 3 over 4. I think I'll go like 3 past and then do the on the slide. 1, 2, under the third, over 4, under 3 on the end. Top one passes through to the top. Yeah, on this one, we don't ever do exchanging top and bottom. They all stay, top all stay here on the top, bottom all stay on the bottom. It's just the opening the shed that keeps them together, or interlocks them together. There we go. Like I said, I am going to try and do at least one iteration of pattern. We're doing pretty good there. We're almost at the repeat. And then I will go ahead and do a close-up focus before the end so I get a chance to see it. And I will also try and do my usual thing where I, not always, but do try and take high-res pics of the braid and post them to the community tab so people can take a look at that and not have to worry about how good a resolution they can play on the YouTube player. And 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. It's getting pretty toasty in here, so probably going to be not too much longer. I know we're getting close to an hour. I've actually made pretty good progress on here. Just let me wrap that one all the way around. And as you can see, I haven't had to stop because I needed to do extra unroll for a bit here. It doesn't take too long to get that dialed in. Sometimes you might let them get a little too long and have to go for a few times without doing drop downs. So 1, 2, 3. 3 over 4. I'm also kind of getting a bit sleepy too. It's relatively late in the day. I get up about 6:30 a.m. here, which is about 2 hours later than I normally do at home. 2, 3, 4, under 3. Yep. Yeah, I try and get to sleep about 10 o'clock, so I should be getting hopefully about 8 hours. Hopefully I will have a nice, recharging, restful 3 weeks out here. 2, 3, despite the 60-hour work weeks. And yeah, I come out and work on my vacation so other people don't have to. And 2, 3, 4, and because Mrs. Thorne likes this, doing it this way. There we go. We set these, next one, and then I will do another promise slide. And 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. I will also try and update the pictures of the designs for Kurt's braid as I get a chance to work on them. Probably be at least 3 or 4 days till I get a chance to sit down and start doing serious work with that. I want to get a decent amount done on this. And 1, 2, 3, 3, over 4. Okay, so here's good. So there's not really a true checksum on this. It's easy to mess it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Because to be honest, I actually like to count back to the end to where I open it up. So even if I've miscounted earlier, I can't really rely on that as a reliable indicator of having opened the shed correctly. This right there. So top one through here to the top right. And let's do a comb slide. And I'll roll it up and we will check. Since this braid has a quite a bit fewer tama than I normally do, it's much easier to do the roll up. The wood is a bit swollen. One, 2, and 3, 3 over 4. And 1, 2, 3 over 4. I just realized I was going to catch up with chat and finish this set of moves. So I haven't messed up. So 1, 2, 3 over 3 over 4. Yep. There. Yep. Oops, looks like one got pinched down between the coma blocks. There we go. Yep, it's good now. And 1, 2, 4, under 3. Go. And I will also show you the back side of the braid, which does look different than the front side. Let me catch up real quick here on chat here. Alrighty. And Melee says the braid looks really good. Thank you very much. And Gwen says looks a little like a chain from this angle and distance. Looks really good. It's supposed to be kind of a tortoiseshell pattern, which is kind of what I want with the green and the yellow. 1, 2, 3 under 3, 4. And yesterday, the silk I ordered from Japan arrived at my home, where I can't get to it at the moment. But I will have the colors available when I get home, so I'm not too upset. I'm just glad that I can actually buy from them, considering I was afraid that they'd either gone out of business or they no longer were working with J Goods to do international sales. I'm having a bit of a panic attack dealing with that. It's good to know that they're still in business. I can still buy from them. 2, 3, 4, 3. Yep. And we are just about to get to the 1, 2, the repeat portion of the pattern. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 3. Can't get too distracted as I'm going through here. I can wind up with mistakes. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. Yep. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. Yep. And 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. There we go. And That's good there. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. And 1, 2 under 3 over 4 under 3. And looks like we have at least repeated the pattern once at this point. 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. I'll get through the green and black touching the outer edges, and then I'll go ahead and stop and do the purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. Yeah, it's really nice to get back into this. And 1, 2, 3, oops, under 3 over 4. Under 3. Yep. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. Like I said, if you get a bit sleepy, it's easy to lose track, but if you're awake, it's a fairly quick, easy, fun, fast-moving braid. 1, 2, 3, oops. Do the third one over 4 on the top, and under 3. Yep. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. Trying to think if there's anything else that I want to touch base with you folks before we in the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. But I'm mostly drawing a blank. If I remember anything before we end, I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, I have not set a redirect yet. We'll take a look. I did see potentially criminal was up, but nobody else. So I was going to see if somebody else was available before we got to the transition. There we go. And 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. Yep. And there. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. Yep. And 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. I think I'll go ahead and stop at the next coma slide spot. I'll remember to focus in. Hey, the camera hasn't actually crashed, so we're doing pretty good. 1, 2, hasn't crashed recently, sorry. 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4 under. There we go. 2 more sets, and we will be there. 1, 2, under 3, under 3, 3, and then under 3, 4. Like I said, I was getting a little sleepy. Right. One, 2, the third, 4, under 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, 4. Yep. A little bit on these. And 1, 2, 3 over 4, 3. There we go. One more set of moves. We'll do a coma slide, and we'll finish up for the night. 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. So it's good. And 1, 2 under the third over 4 under 3. There we go. Oops, that one slid down between the coma blocks. Yep. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. Stab and keep up with some of these unrolls. Yep. And 1, 2, third, 4 under 3. Yeah. That's our last actual move for the night. Do a coma slide. And reel there. And there we go. All right, let's see. Need to move this bit out here. And let's go ahead and lower the tripod a little bit. Let me change the angle a bit so it's not quite so far off. And everything does kind of have a yellowish cast over and above what it actually has here. Whoops. There we go. That's all right. Sorry about that. And let's try this. That's, there we go, that's actual focus. All right, so I can go like that, and there we go. Just had a little tight on the retention screw. Still a little wobbly. Apologize if this is making anybody motion sick. All right, so that's the best I can do there. All right, there we go. And let's okay. Yeah, this needs to be a bit lower. I do apologize in advance for anybody who gets nauseous. Let's see. Should be able to do this without killing myself or the stream, hopefully. Again, thank you for your patience. All right. Yeah. There we go. Let's tweak the focus a little bit. There we go. And there went one of my shims. I'll have to come up with a more permanent thing. All right, so there we go. As you can see, just because of how the pattern works, there's like a little bit of a white intrusion there. But it does look like it's supposed to. All right, let's look at the back side here. This is the back side. as you can see, they don't really look a lot like each other. All right, let me catch up real quick here. Kathleen says, no, it's all good. Thank you very much. All right, so, and I just realized I got to open YouTube Studio to be able to do a redirect. So give me a second here while I bring that up. Hopefully I don't crash the computer in general. All right. Let's see. And, all right, so YouTube Studio. Content. Oh, for those that are interested, we hit 1,547 subscribers today. And, let's see, go to customization and add redirect. Let's see who's available. Oh, hey, Good Logic is on, and Mr. Criminal. All right, I'm going to send you folks to Good Logic. Hope you enjoy there. Tell him I said hi, and hopefully he's having a good evening tonight. All right, so let me save that redirect. All right, we are good to go. Anybody have anything else before we need to head out? All right, and Bailey says magnifique. I hope that was right. Kathleen says, that's a very pretty braid. Thank you very much. Gwen saying, awesome. And Bailey say, woohoo. And, whoops, jumped there. Gwen says, yay, more people. And Kathleen, that reminds me, I must remember to threaten my firstborn with violence if he doesn't get into the storage locker for me. Well, hopefully you don't have to get that far into it, and hopefully he was able to help you. Just move this up a little bit so you can kind of see the 1-1. Let's see. The 1-1 twill I was doing, like the regular braids. There we go. And backside on that. Definitely looks different. I will try and have better lighting in here. I might borrow a bright light, something like that. That's a little wider. And Kathleen says, good night all. Yeah, I want my books. I can understand that. All right. It was good to have you on. It was good to stream again. Sorry it was so long since the last one, but I was packing up. And for those that didn't see it before, I have this here so you can kind of see the difference in the size of the braid. You can see why I think maybe I should have done maybe thicker ones, but I think this is okay for now. Should also give you an idea how far off the color is yellowing in the camera. It's just the way the lights are in here. Thank you, Meili. You're welcome for the stream. It's good to have you on. All right, I will head out now. And as always, everybody, stay safe and happy braiding.